So today we got Chick-fil-A because they dropped a bunch of new items. But the most important or most popular one is going to be this grilled spicy deluxe chicken sandwich. They have a regular grill, but now they added a spicy, which I'm more of a spicy person. So hopefully I like this. Full disclosure, I'm not really the biggest fan of their grilled stuff, but you never know when you have anything new, so we're always going to try new stuff. They also have a flavors of key lime menu, which consists of a key lime lemonade as well as a frozen key lime lemonade. And then they brought back one of the most popular items, their chicken tortilla soup, which, believe it or not, I've never had before. So that's my first time trying it. So that is what's on the agenda today. Drop a thumbs up. You guys already know the vibes, man. And let's get into this video. We've got the Chick-fil-A grilled spicy deluxe sandwich. So this comes with their grilled spicy filet, lettuce, tomato, and it's supposed to have a cilantro lime sauce. When I checked my bag, of course, it wasn't there, but you can see I had it in the order. I actually got 3 of them, and we ended up with 0. So at least I'll get to try the grilled spicy filet. Chick-fil-A is usually really good with that kind of stuff. I should have checked the bag. That's on me, my bad. Next time we go to Chick-fil-A, hopefully I'll be able to try that, but we still have the sandwich. You have Colby Jack, Pepper Jack, and American with their cheeses on this. I got the Pepper Jack because I wanted a little bit more spice, but let's try this bad boy out. This is way better than their regular grilled sandwich. This comes on their multi-grain brioche bun, which I usually don't get this, but it's not bad. Just adds a little bit of that like gritty consistency you get from like a multi-grain bread. The biggest thing to me, it's actually spicy. I personally think this is spicier than their spicy chicken filet. Maybe that's a me thing, but I like this. This sandwich with the cheese comes out to 420 calories. Of course, it's 420. Everybody thinks that's what I do anyway. Which is about 100 calories less than everything that you get from Chick-fil-A. I usually don't like their grilled stuff, but I do like it. That tastes better, and even for whatever reason, they made this better than normal because the consistency isn't rubbery like it normally is for me. I never thought I would eat that whole thing, but I would, and I'm gonna. My favorite thing in their grilled menu they've had so far, easily. On a fast food scale, I'll give this 8 out of 10. So this is the difference of this. They have a frosted lemonade, which I like, but this is their key lime version of their frosted lemonade. So I love key lime pie. Hopefully it has that same tartness that you get from key lime. It does. Tastes like a key lime pie shake, and I'm with that. They have regular and diet. This is diet, but it still has a ton of calories. Frosted lemonades are basically lemonade and ice cream, so it's like a lemonade sickle, which what really gives this a key lime pie taste. Also a hitter. This tastes like key lime pie. There's a noticeable difference between this and their lemonade, which I've had a billion times. I also love this. You can sign me up for this any day. It is 270 calories for this little thing right here, which is a lot for me because it's diet, but I feel like this is worth the calories. Would drink again, and I'll give that an 8.5 out of 10 on a fast food scale. It's not like the best key lime pie you'll ever taste, but it has a noticeable key lime taste, which what I was looking for. With the ice cream, very well done. This is just the key lime lemonade. Again, I get diet, which means there's not a lot of added sugar to this, but I can see all the little pulps in there and everything else. So I trust Chick-fil-A with this one as well. This is 10 calories. This is delicious. That's refreshing as F. Try not to curse. Alone, this tastes like their regular lemonade if they have like key lime juice concentrate and they put it in there, but it makes for a little bit of like an additional tartness. It's hard to describe the difference between a key lime versus like a lemon. The best way that I could describe it is lemons have more of a sour taste, whereas lime have an additional bitterness, and key limes specifically are like limes to the umpteenth power. Like it's like a kicked up version of a lime. So it has a little bit more of this bitterness. It's like a sharpness to it that is very distinct with it. Then you add a little bit, of course, to sweetness to counterbalance that, and what you get is that. This, to me, is, I like this better than lemonade because I noticed that little bit of bitterness, and I just think it's good. But if I'm at Chick-fil-A, they're not going to have this forever, but I would pick this before any drink that they had. I do have a Diet Coke here. I think that's better. I also screwed up on this. I don't know why I said this 10 calories, it's 60. They do add some sugar to their diet lemonade, but they don't have full diet using like aspartame. It's natural, so it's not as sweet. But they do add natural sweeteners to this, so it's not completely diet. It's just way less calories. Just a little heads up when it comes to that. Same thing with this. I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10. I do like it a lot. Finally, over here, we have their chicken tortilla soup. I've never had this before. They call this a soup, but this is more like a stew. It's very thick for a soup, per se. I've never had this, don't know what to expect. It comes with these tortilla strips, so I'm just going to throw all of them on the top. I said some, but no. I hear a lot of good things about this. A lot of people love this, but I've never tried it, so I'm excited to finally get some. Got a little of those tortilla strips in there. I see some corn and some chicken. I kind of know what to expect because I've had tortilla soup from other places. That's pretty good. This is pretty good. The thing I noticed, and I keep saying it over, it's very hearty. It's more like a stew. It's even thicker than a lot of stews. I think it's thickened up because there's definitely like white or navy beans in this, and also black beans. It has a little bit of a kick. It's not anywhere near as spicy as that spicy chicken sandwich, but I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the second best side I've had from Chick-fil-A. First is still mac and cheese for me. I'm not a big fan of their fries. This I would get as a side dish. I mess with this right here. Wow. This, to me, if this was on the menu all the time, would be like a Wendy's chili, where I would get an order of food and get this on the side. And kind of just do like a, you know, like a, trying to figure out how we're going to big back this. Like this. And then go in like this. I didn't get an ounce of chicken in this bite, by the way. This is all bread. Nice job. Let me just... I rock with that. You're not going to keep this in the menu, but if it comes out again, I'm definitely going to get it. Fast food scale, it gets a 9 for me. The only other thing, it's like a Wendy's chili, but that's fire, bro. Nice job. So I think these are all nice additions. I don't know if this is going to stay forever, but if I was in a time or mode that I was cutting, if they make little nuggets like this or just this sandwich itself, I feel like it's a really good option for fast food, and I would get that again. The chicken tortilla soup is definitely the highlight of this, in my opinion. I didn't know this. They said it was really popular. But you know, you never know with this kind of stuff. But I feel like I was sleeping on that. As far as these two drinks go, I like them. I think they're good, but it wouldn't make me go out of my way to Chick-fil-A. But if they're there, definitely worth the find. The tortilla soup is the winner, though. Never thought I'd say that, but I am shocked by this because I'm just not a fan of their grilled stuff, and I do like it. I'm doing a little bit of these talks afterwards, and this one really hit home for me because I feel like I've had situations very similar to this that I've kind of kept under... I had no reason to bring it up because it didn't cross a certain line. But again, I'm scrolling, looking at news articles, and this article, which I'm going to put up on your screen now, it says San Francisco chef with Michelin pedigree, the pinnacle of being a chef or a restaurant. It's what people give for outstanding ratings, and anybody who has a Michelin rating next to their name, they will put that on there. So it's a distinguished title. So this chef in San Francisco with the Michelin rating had to resign from their restaurant posts because of their DMs leaking with an influencer who did a food review at their restaurant. And I found that hilarious, but also crazy. This is something that does happen. I've never gotten abusive DMs, but I definitely, even if I don't tag people or whatever, which I try to, but some of these restaurant people get really upset when someone leaves a bad review. I actually tracked down and watched the review of this. I don't necessarily think it was even rude. It was critical, saying that they thought that, you know, this part of the food was lacked flavor, or this wasn't cooked well, etc. But nothing was to the point where it was like, I know people watch certain reviews where people either spit the food out or they are, you know, this is disgusting, this is horrible. No language like that was used in the review whatsoever. So apparently they sent DMs afterward where they were calling them names and really upset, you know, and the person who was doing the review put the videos out there, and the person had to resign. I have had close incidents to that. I've had places where they were popular and I wasn't necessarily a fan of them. If you haven't watched my videos before, I try to not especially with mom and pop and businesses, not where it's not a franchise, I try to choose my words carefully because I understand that this is people's livelihoods. I'm still going to be honest and say if I don't like something, but it's never going to be something where I try to be rude. Similar, I don't use language, I don't spit the food out. I try to give an honest thing. And I've gotten DMs, I've gotten emails from certain places, and I would say 90% of them have been thank you. They're like, we appreciate your honest critique. Some of them will go into detail and explain what they're doing or why certain things turned out that way, or maybe they were working on something, but for the most part, they are really nice with stuff like that. We appreciate your honest critique. I have gotten some in the past where I know one specifically always sticks out to me. I don't want to go into detail about this because I feel like people would probably like be able to figure out what or who it was. And they walked it back and apologized. So, long story short, I basically said in the video that, this might taste okay, but the flavor that you're going for. Now, this isn't what I was saying, but for an example, I've done videos on Singapore made fun. This is not specific, by the way, so don't read into this. And I said this is good, but it doesn't taste like Singapore made fun. That was very similar to what I said to this certain restaurant, and they posted a story where they highlighted the menu and said it doesn't taste like that because that's not what it says in the menu. They didn't know this, but when I go to restaurants, I save the menu. So I sent them back a picture of the menu in my hand and said, don't act like you didn't just change that, which they did. I keep menus, so I know that you didn't have that when you got there. They couldn't have had an old menu or anything because the restaurant was like less than a month old at the time. But they posted a story where they try to make me look like I was lying. And, I basically messaged them back and said, I have a copy of the menu right here. That's not what it says. So I don't know where you got that from, but we both know that you're lying. And the person that posted the story posted it on his personal account. But I knew he was a part owner of the restaurant because I saw him. He was in the back. He didn't know I saw him. When I saw his pictures, I was like, I know you work there. He didn't post it under the business's account. He was trying to act like it was like some consumer that was being critical, but it wasn't. So I said, I know you own part of the place. Just, I said, just let it go, man. And they walked it back. I ended up getting a message from the guy's business partner where they wrote me this long-winded thing where they explained the dishes and explained what they were trying to do and kind of like, going forward, they'll try to do something to make it better. I haven't gone back since because I don't like that. It left a bad taste in my mouth, but at least they walked it back, and I'm not trying to hurt somebody's business because some people, when it comes to new restaurants, don't like the critiques that they get. But as a consumer, people are just trying to be honest about it. And my advice to restaurants when it comes to that is take the criticism as constructive as long as the criticism is constructive. If I use scathing words or I come off like a jerk or I'm spitting food out or I'm telling them you need to close down, that's not constructive. But if I say, this could just stand to be cooked a little longer, or for example, the pizza was a little bit doughy, those are things that you can fix or even ask other people within the restaurant, how do you like the food? Those are things that restaurants should be doing. And some people, their ego can get in the way a little bit, and then you end up hurting your business more than anything. But I try to go my way to be nice. I saw that and I said, this guy just lost 3 restaurants where he was the head chef at because, there's been a few other incidents like that with me, but that was the one that stuck out the most. Again, I try my best to be nice. I try my best not to use harsh language and stuff like that. But, that kind of thing does happen. So anyone who is wondering, yes, it does happen. I know other people that do these types of videos that have gone through it as well. But I found that funny. I said this last video and I'm going to say it again. Don't let you trying to keep it real get in the way of your livelihood, because freedom of speech does not mean freedom of wallet. And if you're going to hurt somebody's business, they're going to let you go, Michelin star or not. There are other people with Michelin stars in the world. So understand that. No one's special. You can be easily replaced. I can be easily replaced. We all can. That's just the way that it works. So I appreciate y'all, man. I love this. I didn't eat a single fry. They're cold now. I ain't getting no sauces, bro. I'm gonna put one in here. I ain't eating no fries. Sorry, I got more calories for later then. I actually think I'm gonna eat these later, put them in the air fryer with the rest of my food. It's a good idea, right? That's what we're doing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Be back tomorrow. More content, man. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.